pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. First down and much more for Henry. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Derrick Henry. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him.
That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Lawrence. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's Lawrence to throw. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Sharp. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We got you. Now they got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punt. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. These two teams all tied after one. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Jags are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Lawrence. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jayon Brown able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 16, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review. So they had it right. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Richie James on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Tannehill. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Lawrence on first down. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Defense gets up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. To throw is Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 40-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. James has got it. Complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff running left is Etienne. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Lawrence on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Dwayne Smoot in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and 8 coming up. Now Tannehill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. A strong running. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Flush to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now Tannehill. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit hot.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They go play action with Lawrence. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And some room to roam now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
44, Mike, 44.
Off play action, Tannehill. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. K'Lavon Chaisson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. He'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Jags are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
A gain of 7.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Eluding the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Ferkser here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Jaguars are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Play action, it's Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. It's James. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown as time expires in the first half. And the Titans have taken the lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They show great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
right, Coach. Thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Henry stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. A gain of 3, second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Pushes him over. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style, too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Devon Hamilton in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. A handoff for Etienne. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Lawrence Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20, 10. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And these guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A give running right, Etienne. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and let off a bunch more plays.
Third and 2, now Lawrence. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
There's Manhurts, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On play action, Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Will throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play that time for Jacksonville. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Etienne. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Once more, Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Myers connects on the PAT. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. A Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Tannehill. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devon Hamilton. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Complete to Chenault. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. I mean, this is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Tannehill going to throw it. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to carry the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On first down, Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. So this one, a 10